Good morning, students. Welcome to Basic and Advanced English Video Lessons. I am Dr. M. Srilata, lecturer in English, Government Polytechnic, Warangal. Today, I am going to explain about describing words. Before going in detail about describing words, let me tell you the outcomes of this lesson. On completing this lesson, you will be able to know what an adjective is, identify adjectives, understand the functions of adjectives, list out various types of adjectives, use adjectives accurately. In the previous video, I explained about describing words, their definition. Describing words are used to describe something or someone. They describe the noun in detail by assigning an attribute to it. We use many types of attributes to describe something or someone. The attributes like color, size, sound, taste, shape, qualities, time, and personality, age. These are all different types of attributes that we can use to describe the adjectives. Adjectives modify the noun. I explained about the functions of adjectives in the previous video. There are various functions that describing words perform, like adjectives can help us to describe the quality, feeling, and opinion. Adjectives tell about characteristic features. Adjectives speak about age. Adjectives are used to speak about size and measurement. We also use adjectives to describe the color. For example, Mahesh wore a red shirt. And I also gave you certain activities to do to practice the describing words. What is the meaning of adjective? This I already discussed in the previous lesson. Let me recap the meaning of the adjective. Adjectives are the words that describe the qualities or states of being of nouns. They modify the nouns. So now today I am going to explain about the various types of adjectives. So adjectives can be classified into different types. The first type is the descriptive adjectives. Adjectives of quality describe a person, a place, or a thing, and hence they are known as descriptive adjectives. So here we use the quality, a quality to describe a person or a place. They are known as the descriptive adjectives. Here we show quality, size, origin, color, shape, taste, feelings like looking, or some other qualities of noun and pronoun. Example, he is a funny little man. The green grasshopper is sitting on the flower. So here green is the color which modifies the noun grasshopper. The second type of adjectives are the proper adjectives. Adjective formed from proper nouns like Swiss chocolates, Italian pasta, they are all called as proper adjectives. So here we are using proper nouns to describe the noun. The chocolates are made in Switzerland. We call it as Swiss chocolates. And pasta has the origin of Italy, so they are called as Italian pasta. So these are all proper adjectives. They generally considered as adjectives of quality. Example, Swiss chocolates are famous all over the world. American jeans are probably the best jeans in the world. Hydrogen gas is the lightest gas and element. So in all these sentences we are using proper adjectives. Then coming to the next type of adjective, adjective of quantity. So here the word quantity, the word which is related to quantity is used to describe the nouns and pronouns. Adjectives of quantity indicate the quantity of nouns and pronouns. Example, just a little juice is left in the jug. So here little is the quantity, it is the word which indicates the quantity. Do you have enough food? So here the word enough is indicating the quantity. Sharada does not need much money. Here much is the word that is used to describe the quantity. Bring all the notebooks from the classroom. So here all is the word that indicates the quantity. Karnakar takes great care of his pets. Many cars are parked in the basement. So these are all the examples where we are using the adjectives of quantity. Then the next type of adjective is the numeral adjectives. Numeral adjectives are the adjectives that show the number, like how many things or persons are meant. They also tell us the order in which the person or thing stands. These types of adjectives are also known as numeral adjectives. Let me tell you the examples related to numeral adjectives. Peter secured first position in his class. So the position of the Peter is described by using the numeral adjective, that is the word first. So first is a word which shows the number. Kim bought 6 apples. Here the 6 is the number which indicates numeral adjectives. We ordered for 2 cups of tea. So here 2 is the number which modifies the noun. The 6th girl standing from the left won a gold medal for the school. Please purchase 1 dozen eggs for me. Bring me 2 books from the shelf. A week has 7 days. December is the 12th month of the year. So these are all the examples where we are using numeral adjectives like 6th, 1 dozen, 2, 7, 12th month. So these are all the adjectives are the words which indicate the number. The next type of adjective is the interrogative adjective. So interrogative Adjectives are words used along with nouns to ask a question. So here in this kind of interrogative adjectives, we use a word to ask a question. Example, which road shall we take? So here the word which is used is it's an interrogative adjective. It is used to frame the question. Then what time would the match begin? Whose car is this? So these are all the which, what, whose, these are all the interrogative adjectives. So where we use these adjectives to ask a question. So there are some interrogative pronouns. In addition to these interrogative adjectives, there are interrogative pronouns. We use the words what, which, whose as both interrogative adjectives and interrogative pronouns. However, in case of interrogative adjectives, nouns or pronouns follow them. In other words, an interrogative adjective modifies a noun or noun phrase rather than standing on its own. The next type of adjective is the demonstrative adjective. The word demonstrative suggests pointing out. The adjectives that point out nouns are called demonstrative adjectives. The adjectives that point out nouns are called the demonstrative adjectives. These show whether the noun they refer to is singular or plural and whether it is located near or far. So this is how we use the demonstrative adjectives. Generally, demonstrative adjectives answer the question which. So if you see the example like this pen is very expensive. So it is the answer for the question which pen is very expensive. The answer is this pen is very expensive. So here the word this is the demonstrative adjective. These mangoes are ripe. Next example, these apartments have been built recently. So here the words this, these are the demonstrative adjectives which give the answer for a question starting with which. The next type of adjective is possessive adjectives. The adjectives that show possession or belonging are called the possessive adjectives. Example, my, your, his, her, its, our and their are the possessive adjectives. They are used with nouns to show the ownership. So the words which show the possession or belongingness are called the possessive adjectives. Example, this bicycle was gifted by my grandfather. The dog is licking its paws. So here my is the possessive adjective and its is the possessive adjective. Generally, a possessive adjective is used to describe a noun. It comes before the noun. For example, my basket is bigger than her basket. So these are the different types of adjectives that we use to describe a person or something. So here we have seen 7 different types of adjectives: descriptive adjectives, proper adjectives, adjectives of quantity, numeral adjectives, interrogative adjectives, demonstrative adjectives and possessive adjectives. Have you understood? These are the various types of adjectives that we generally use to describe the thing or person or place. So now here we learned about the adjectives. So in the previous video we learned about the various functions of the adjectives. Now we are learning about the types of adjectives. So once again in detail we see what are descriptive adjectives. Adjectives of quality describe a person, a place or thing. Hence they are called as descriptive adjectives. They show quality, size, origin, color, shape, etc. Example, he is a funny little man. Then proper adjectives. Adjectives formed from proper nouns like Swiss rolls, Swiss chocolates, Italian pasta. These are all proper adjectives. Example, Swiss chocolates are famous all over the world. American jeans are popularly the best jeans in the world. Then adjectives of quantity. Adjectives of quantity indicate the quantity of nouns and pronouns. The examples are just a little juice is left in the jug. Did you have enough food? Then numeral adjectives. Adjectives of number show how many things or persons are meant. They also tell us the order in which the person or thing stands. Examples: Peter secured first position in his class. Kiran brought 6 apples. We ordered for 2 cups of coffee. The next type of the adjective is the interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives are generally used to ask a question. Examples: which road shall we take? What time would the match begin? Whose car is this? Then next type is the demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective is used to point out something. Refer to the singular or plural. Example: this pen is very expensive. These mangoes are ripe. Those apartments have been built recently. Then next is the possessive adjectives. Adjectives that show possession or belongingness are the possessive adjectives. Example: this bicycle was gifted by my grandfather. The dog is licking its paws. So now let me tell you a new topic related to adjectives. So we use generally in English we use more than one adjective to describe a noun. That is we can use this is a beautiful, colorful butterfly. So like that we use more than one word to describe the person. So when you are describing a thing or a person by using more than 2 adjectives, we have to follow a proper order. Example: here is a beautiful red cloth flag. It is here we are using 3 words to describe the flag. The flag is beautiful, red and cloth, made of cloth. So these are the 3 words we are using to describe the flag. So here let me ask some question. Why does beautiful come before red? So why we are using the word beautiful before the word red? Why does red comes before cloth? So there are certain rules, certain pro forma is there for how we have to order these adjectives. Understanding the proper order of adjectives takes practice. You need to have some practice to follow the correct order. So here in the next slide I am going to show you a table on how to follow the proper order of the adjectives. So this is a table which helps you to follow the correct order of the adjectives. So in this table, when you are using more than two or three adjectives, you have to use the number. The adjective related to the number should be used first. For example, you can use number like 4, 100, 7 or 10 like this. So number should come in this order, and following the number you have to use the opinion. So opinion means according to you what is your feeling. If it is beautiful, that is your opinion. It is great or it is excellent, it is sweet, it is bitter, that is your opinion. So you have to write the opinion. The word which indicates or which suggests the opinion should follow the number. Then you can use the word which indicates the size, like small, big, tall, huge. After this you can use the adjective which indicates the age, like old, young, new, infant. So the person's age or anything's age that can be used after the size. Then you can use the shape, the words which indicates the shape, like round, square. Then color, yellow, blue. Then nationality or origin, Indian, American, Turkish, ancient. And after that you can use the word which indicates the material, brass, wood, metal, nylon. So whenever you are using more than two adjectives, you must follow this order. So in the previous example, let me take a look on the previous example. So here in this here is a beautiful red cloth flag. So here beautiful is the word that suggests the opinion. So first you have to use the opinion, then a color is the red color. Then after that you can use the material. So that's why here we are using a beautiful red cloth flag. So this, if you follow this order to write the describing words. First you have to use the number, then opinion, then size, age, shape, color, nationality or origin, and material. Now have you understood which order we have to follow while describing the adjectives? Now coming to the next topic about the common errors in use of the adjectives. When you are using adjectives, sometimes we use the sentences in a wrong way. We unknowingly commit certain errors while using the adjectives. Let me tell you what are those adjectives. The sentences with errors are marked with the W, and the correct sentences are marked with the R, right. The first error that we use while speaking adjectives is double comparatives or double superlatives should not be used. Sometimes we use double comparatives, like she is more taller than her sister. So here more is a word used for comparison. So in the same way taller is also used as a comparative word. So in this sentence we are using the comparatives to comparatives. In the same way, we should not use double superlatives. Most, fastest. Most itself is the superlative, and fastest is also a superlative word. So you should not use double superlatives. Double comparatives and double superlatives should be avoided. The right sentence for this is she is taller than her sister. You should omit the word more. In the second example, Bumrah is the most fastest bowler in the world. So here also we are using double superlatives. Most is the superlative as well as fastest is the superlative. Hence you have to omit the word most. The right sentence is Bumrah is the fastest bowler in the world. The second common error that we commit while using the adjectives is adjectives like superior, inferior, junior, senior take to after them, not than. Generally we use Gopi is senior than me by 5 years. So here this sentence is wrong because we are using than. That is wrong. So instead of than, you have to use to followed by the words like superior, inferior, junior and senior. So the right sentence is Gopi is senior to me by 5 years. In the second example, this machine is superior than that. So here also superior should be followed with the word to, not than. The right sentence is this machine is superior to that. Then coming to the third mistake that we commit, some is used in affirmative sentences. Any conveys a negative meaning. Is there some sugar in the jar? Is wrong. Instead of some, you can use any. Is there any sugar in the jar? So any conveys the negative meaning. Some is used for affirmative sentences. Now coming to the few more errors. Many takes a plural verb, whereas many a takes a singular verb. The sentence many a student have appeared for a test is wrong. The right sentence is many a student has appeared for the test. So here the verb we are using is the singular verb has to be used. Many a has to take a singular verb. Many, when you are using the word many, it should take have. Many a should take the singular verb has. The next one is elder means one above in a family or community. Older refers to age. She is my older sister is wrong. So instead of that, you can use she is my elder sister. Older refers to the age. Elder refers one above. One above in the family, in relationships. Then sixth one, when a comparison is between two persons, places or things, the adjective is not used in the superlative degree. Instead, the comparative degree is used. So when the comparison is only between two persons or people, we have to use only comparative degree. Here we should not use the superlative degree. So superlative degree is used when it is the highest among all the persons. Example, this story is the best of the two. So here we are comparing only two things. When comparing two things, we have to use only comparative degree. The story is the better of the two, not the best. Okay. Superlative degree is used only when we refer to three or more than three persons, places or things. So between two, we have to use only the comparative degree. When you are comparing more than two, use superlative degree. Then some adjectives like unique, ideal, round, perfect, eternal describe a state that has comparison and so do not have any degrees of comparison. It is the most perfect example of commitment is wrong. So because we are already using the word perfect, the words like perfect, unique, ideal, round, eternal, they describe a state that has no comparison. They don't have any comparison with them. So they don't have any degrees of comparison. It is a perfect example of commitment is the right sentence. Now coming to the few more errors that we generally commit while using the adjectives. What are those? The price of gold is more expensive than silver. It's wrong because when a singular noun is used in comparison, we use than, that of. In case of a plural noun, we use than, those of. So here the price is considered as the singular. So hence we have to use that of. The price of gold is more expensive than that of silver. That of should be used. Then 9. Further means beyond or additional. Farther refers to greater distance. So most students or people, they confuse between these two words, further and farther. They are similar in the pronunciation, but the meaning is different. He went abroad for farther studies is wrong. So instead of farther, we have to use further. He went abroad for further studies. For further means beyond, additional. Once he had completed graduation, so he want to further study the additional. Beyond BTech, he wants to come do the education. When both is used as an adjective, the definite article the is used. We were present on both days. So here we are using the word both. So when you are using the word both as an adjective, the definite article the must be used after both. We were present on both the days is the right sentence. So now have you understood what are the common errors that we commit in the use of adjectives? So in this lesson we learned the different types of adjectives and the order of the adjectives. What order we need to follow when we are using more than two adjectives, and what are the common errors that we commit while using the adjectives. So now let us practice. Let me give you some activities by which you can have some practice over the adjectives, use of adjectives. So here in this activity I am going to give you certain sentences and find out the adjectives in these sentences. So here the first one is given as an example. The bald teacher handed out the white papers. The bald teacher handed out the white papers. So here you have to find out the adjectives and circle the word that suggests the adjective. So like bald is the adjective which modifies the noun teacher, and white is also an adjective which suggests the color. The laptop computer has blue screen and a black screen. So here you can see a laptop computer which has blue screen and a black screen. What are the adjectives that we used here? Laptop. Laptop is the computer is a noun. Laptop is an adjective which modifies the noun. And black screen. One more, blue screen. Then next sentence. The big yellow bus went down the wrong road. The big yellow bus went down the wrong road. So here big is one adjective, yellow is another adjective, wrong is another adjective. Then the crazy plane will crash quickly. So here what are the adjectives? Crazy. The big bad dog frequently chased the little boys up trees. Big is one, bad is the another adjective, little is one more adjective. Then coming to the activity 1. So here in this slide, in this activity, I have given 8 sentences. Read out the sentences and circle the adjective on the line after the sentence. Write the noun that is describing. So the first one is given as an example. The musician played an expensive guitar. So here you have to circle the adjective. The adjective is expensive. So expensive must be circled and the noun that it describes must be written on the line. Guitar is the noun which was modified by the use of adjective. So in the second sentence, my boss invited me to a fancy dinner. So here you have to find out the adjective and circle the adjective and write the noun. The fury dog made the girl sneeze. The hungry man lived on the streets. He was afraid to talk to the beautiful woman. The perfume in the container is fragrant. The shiny car caught his attention in the yard. The homework in science was very difficult. So here in this activity, you have to circle the adjective and write noun that it is being described. Then activity 2. Choose the correct order of adjectives in the following sentences. So here also I have given few sentences and options are also given to you. Choose the correct option on how you can write the correct order of the adjective. The woman is wearing a dash dress. Yellow long dress or long yellow dress. I have shown you a table in which you can see on how to order the adjectives. When 2 or more adjectives are used, how to order them. With the help of that table, you can do the sentences here. The second sentence, he is a man. The options are tall, thin or thin, tall. Third one, the company makes dash products. Excellent farming products or farming excellent products. James recently departed on a dash trip. Camping long camping. I love eating dash strawberries. Red big or big red. The dash woman did well on the test. Intelligent young or young intelligent. Now there are few more sentences. The ticket costs dash dollars, 10 US dollars or US $10. The scientists have found a dash cure for the disease. New great or great new. I am going to wear my dash tie to the wedding. Big cotton blue, blue big cotton, big blue cotton. Which one is the correct option? Then please recycle those bottles. 3 water empty, 3 empty water, or water empty 3. She packed her clothes in a dash box. Green flimsy cardboard, flimsy green cardboard, or cardboard flimsy green. Which one is the correct option? Their dog is a dash shepherd. Brown big German shepherd or big brown German shepherd? German big brown shepherd. Which one is the correct answer? Now let us move on to activity 3. For each of the following sentences, choose the correct order of the adjectives to fill in the blanks. His grandfather lives in the dash house down the street. So here I have given you 3 options. Choose the correct option which is having correct order of adjectives. Whether it is big old yellow or yellow old big or old big yellow. Then the shop offers all kinds of objects. So here the 3 select the correct option out of these 3. Then I was thrilled to receive a dash book with my order. So what is the correct order of the adjectives? Choose the correct option. Whether it is big, beautiful, leather bound, or leather bound, big, beautiful, or beautiful, big, leather bound. Now activity 4. So here I have given few sentences. I have given nearly 8 sentences. Correct the errors in the sentences given here. Mount Everest is the most highest peak in the world. So here what is the error in this sentence? Identify the sentence in which the adjective is wrongly used. Then the second sentence, the elephants of India are most graceful than South Africa. Lata is junior than him. Many a teacher have ennobled the profession. He is elder than me by 5 years. It is the most unique opportunity for the Indians. The blue pen is the most expensive of the 2. They did not go any further in the forest. So here these are the 8 sentences which have the errors in the use of adjectives. So correct the sentences and write the correct sentence. Now let me quickly recap what we learned in this video lesson and in the previous video lesson. These 2 lessons are made on describing words. So what are describing words? Describing words are nothing but the adjectives. So we use adjectives to describe a person or a place or a thing. We describe someone or something by using the adjectives. We learned different functions of adjectives. Adjectives are used to describe a person's qualities, opinions, feelings. Describing words, adjectives are used to suggest the color. It is also used to suggest the measurement, size, and certain things we learnt in the functions of adjectives. After that, we learnt about the different types of adjectives, like descriptive adjectives, numeral adjectives, and possessive adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives, adjectives of quantity, proper adjectives. So these are all different types of adjectives we learnt in this video. After that we learnt about the order of the adjectives. What is the correct order we need to use when you are using more than two adjectives? The proper order is, first you have to use the words which suggest the number, then opinion, then we have to use the words which suggest the size. After that you can use the words suggesting age, then shape, color, nationality or origin. Finally you can use the words that suggest the material with which that is made up of, the thing is made up of. Okay, that is the order of adjectives. Then after that you learnt about the common errors in use of adjectives. The important errors that we, the common errors that we commit in use of adjective is, sometimes we use double comparatives or double superlatives, so that should be avoided. And adjectives like superior, inferior, junior, senior, these kind of words should take to after them, not than. Generally we use than. Gopi is senior than me. That kind of errors we commit. So those are the common errors that we learned in this lesson. And after that I gave you some activities. So complete all these activities. Once, if you want to listen to the video once again, listen it and complete the activities. Okay students, that's all for today. Have a good day.